This is literally the magic of sealant. Sometimes you literally can't find the hole until you start airing up because of the fact that there's not enough pressure, and the sealant is right now sealing the hole, and I can't find it, even though, oh, there it goes. Look at that. So the tire nurse did make my lunches today, but I kind of feel like a Big Mac, so that's what I'm gonna do. And maybe I might get that little crispy McChicken there. I don't know, maybe. Definitely got both because the tire doctor's pretty hungry today, and I also got a smoothie. Yeah, so I'm also getting a long drive ahead of me, so I gotta prepare. If you guys haven't noticed, I've opened a P.O. box, so if you wanna send me some fan mail or something, go right ahead. I might do an unboxing video in the future if I do get enough of it, so look out for that video in the future. Our guys are really trolling me on this call. It was blue skies all the way up until I got about 5 minutes before the call, and now the whole place that I just entered into is all soaked. It's literally like mud everywhere. I might just wait about maybe 5 minutes to see if it clears a little bit. I'm gonna take a little pee instead and see if it clears up by the time I'm out. Let's find out. All right, so it turns out that one's actually locked. I don't know why they would lock a urinal, but I think this one's open though. That one's locked too. All right, looks like we're out of luck. I just went to the only 2 washrooms that are around here, and they're both closed. What's a girl gonna do if she has to go pee? I mean, a guy can just like whip it out, but like, you know, it's a struggle. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes all you gotta do is wait the extra couple minutes until the sun comes out, and now it's just spitting a little bit. So now we're ready to fix this tire here. Sounds like a big hole, actually. Yeah. Something down here. Oh, there it is. Simple as that. Looks like a nail popped in and out. I take out the good plug to make sure that I don't have to come all the way back up here, because I traveled an hour north all the way to Georgetown, if y'all know where that is. So I ended up putting 2 plugs in that one because they said that they kept plugging it and it kept popping out. So I put 2 of the good plugs that are vulcanized with glue, which is a lot better than the self-vulcanizing. At first I thought that one of them was enough, and then I realized that it actually wasn't holding as well as I thought it was going to, so that's why I ended up putting 2. Alright, so they're saying they have holes in 2 of their tires. They're probably thinking that they're plugs that have been popping out, so we'll see what's up. Just getting here now, see what's good. So looking at the evidence that's been left on the scene, it looks like there's been a trail of sealant that has been coming out of this tire, so I assume that's just a hole that's a little bit too big. Just as expected, it looks like the tire's bleeding out on the scene. We're gonna have to repair it really fast and move it so it doesn't keep bleeding out. So it's actually pretty upsetting that it actually leaked out. As soon as I put air into it, it started leaking, so that kind of sucks, but I'm gonna fix it up right now. So I'm starting to air it up now because it seems like the sealant resealed what was leaking. This is literally the magic of sealant. Sometimes you literally can't find the hole until you start airing up because of the fact that there's not enough pressure, and the sealant is right now sealing the hole, and I can't find it, even though, oh, there it goes. Look at that. Boom. Because it was such a high pressure and big hole, I'm gonna get one of these fat plugs. Call them the big fatties. Now it's time to give it a little plug. Twist and pull. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Alright, well that's one of the tires. Apparently they have 2, and there's a bee beside me. I'm scared. It seems like it's like bee hour, dude. It's the time of the year that bees come out. Sometimes they don't tell you the position, so you have to check all the tires. I think they do that on purpose, but oh well. It's basically just a process of elimination. I'm basically just gonna check all these, see if, and there's the valve stem. Yep, so it works. So it looks like the customer's plug was leaking, so what I did was I just tossed another one of mine in there just to make sure it's nice and tightly sealed, because it's actually got sealant in it, so whatever kind of leak that might occur later on won't really affect it, and it's a pretty safe bet to just do that. So thankfully these actually don't have the sensors on them, so it's definitely a good day today. Usually this company has a lot of sensors on their trailers because they just buy them. Tire doctor spitting facts. everything that I do sort of flops. But for the people that haven't followed along, they probably have seen both versions. So what do you prefer? Yeah, sorry if you couldn't hear that, but my microphone kind of wasn't working this whole service call. But do you guys like the longer form or the shorter form type of vlogs where I go from service call to service call? Or do you like the long ones where you literally just watch every single step and I talk throughout the whole thing? Favorite part of a lot of my followers is the blast, because that's also my favorite part. So kind of just rubs off on you guys, I guess. Alright, now it's time for a new day. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we're here in downtown Toronto. We got to put on these non-marking foam-filled tires. They go underground, so they don't want to mark up the underground. So that's the main reason why we put on non-marking. Currently, right now, it has marking tires, which is why we're putting them on. Let's get it. Tire doctor. I saw you looking, I'm like, yeah. Everybody thinks I'm American. I don't know what it is. Well, I must not have a strong accent.
Yeah, most of them are, hey, nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you. You too. All right, so we got the first side done. It's a little bit harder because it's actually on gravel, so trying to use the bar to get the tire on because it's so heavy is a little bit more difficult, but we're getting through it. No one's here to help, so I'll just do it by myself. It's obviously easier if there's somebody here to help, but that's all right. All right, so somebody just said he's coming right now. Yeah, so Tire Doctor never really has time to actually wait, so I ended up just doing it myself. It's not really recommended to do this with a Bobcat, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, so now I gotta replace 4 of these tires, 14-17-5, because these ones are all cracked. So it doesn't look very good. It doesn't pass safety. So that's what we're going to do now. I kind of wish that there's better lighting in here, but I usually just do it where it stands. So yeah, sorry in advance if there's any glitches with my voiceover because I need a new editing software. It's in the works. So I thought I'd do the best of both worlds in this vlog. Some of my followers want me to just like show them how to do a tire, and some just want to know what I do on a daily basis. So this is basically just me taking off a tire, doing my job. If you want to skip probably like 30 seconds forward. But if not, then, you know, you can just watch me do my magic to my voice, you know, just putting them on, that's a little bit harder. Especially when you're my weight. Just watch this. Oh, this one's not too bad, actually. It sticks a lot better. The other 3 that I did doing a TikTok, I almost fell over it the whole time. Yeah, so this is like a super crazy advanced technique. A lot of people can do this, but a lot of people can't do it like my dad has shown me, because like I am like Super Saiyan with this stuff. Like the 2 bars, a lot of people say that they don't need to use 2 bars, but it's like a godsend when you can use 2 bars, and if you know how to use 2 bars. It's all about making sure that bead across from my bars is going into the drop center. If that's not going in there, then there's no way you're getting the tire on. That's why sometimes you can put it on the unit, and sometimes you have to take it off. It all depends on what way the drop center is. The only reason why we're putting on this brand of tires is because we can't find any of the other ones because they're all out of stock because of COVID. Those usually go on as easy as skid steer tires. They're just a little bit bigger and a little bit harder just because they weigh more, but they're not too bad. It just usually depends on the brand. This brand is not the worst, but it's like the second hardest to do in what we supply. So I gotta toss these 4 little puppies up and head to scrap because these are not really usable anymore because of the fact that they have cracks in them. So it's a really friggin' humid day out, so I can't go anywhere without a headband. And now it's raining outside. That's great. That's perfect. Now we get to do some skid steer tires. It's kind of spinning out here, so it's going to be a little bit a little bit nasty, but we'll get through it. It's probably gonna be the first time you guys actually see me change skid steer tires because I don't usually show it because it's pretty boring and I do it all the time, so it's boring to me as well. So the speed at which I can do these skid steer tires usually shocks the crap out of people. And the reason why I can do them so fast is actually because I've been doing this since I was like, I say 6 years old, but I was only handing my dad tools at 6 years old. But maybe around 11 years old, I started doing these skid steer tires alone because they're the smallest tires that I could actually do. And, you know, I wasn't old enough to actually handle like the big truck tires because I couldn't lift them because I was only like 50 pounds. I've been practicing on these things for like 15 years already, even though I'm only 23. So when I say I know skid steer tires, trust me, bro.